Welcome back, original gangsters, to the OG studio. Hey, I wanted to bring you something a little bit different today. I put out my first video middle of April, right at the beginning of this whole pandemic thing. I've received overwhelmingly supported response from all of you from around the world, and I appreciate each and every comment. I love reading them. Mrs. OG thinks they're a crack up because she doesn't see me in the same light you guys do. However, in that short amount of time, I've also managed to compile a fortunately short list of mean comments that I'd like to read to you. I think they're hilarious. I guess when you put yourself out there on the interwebs as a police officer, you're asking for a lot of kickback these days, so that's fine. Go ahead. It's freedom of speech here on OG's Big Tent Danger Show. Even the OG Rants video brought him out of the woodwork. Alexaultra found me over there on that video, and he writes, "This disgusting video contains the worst content in the history of mankind's. Thanks, Alexaultra. That's the worst content. I can't even believe you watched it. That's nutty." BG contributes this, Jim. "Is this therapy for you because you are coming to grips with killing so many African Americans, you filthy cop?" Good Lord, BG. Good Lord. I'm dying here, bro. Altair Ibn Lahad, I don't even know what the hell that means, says, "Virtually everything you said, likes it or not, is antithetical to freedom." That's what I'm about, taking away freedom. The Bob Ross video I put out recently, intended to be funny and still teach you something on the side. Richard Turk writes in, "Is YouTube pushing creators to try and be funny? Goofy thumbnail pics? Trying to be funny and failing intros? It's just stupid and ruins the informative content. I am unsubbing this channel and not going to even watch the rest of the video. I am done with this stupid stuff." Oh well, Richard, I'll see you later. Enjoy your very, very serious life. On the swept out to sea and detained in Turkey video, Jim the Raspberry writes in, "You utter moron. Don't come back to Europe." Okay, Jim. And then Gary Piont writes, "Good. Stay in the US next time or stop the pity act." The pity act. And John Gray adds, "How about I call you a Cali fruitcake flatlander that can't swim for shit?" Boy, if I couldn't swim for shit, it's amazing, and I stayed afloat out there for 3.5 hours. On the Fight Like SCR video, Mr. Wakamatsu writes in, "Your video shows a lack of training handling a rifle." Exactly. That's why they put me in charge of training other police officers, training kids at 4-H, and training civilians for CCW carry. Lack of training. On the what to do if you are stopped by the police video, Alexaultra writes, "Roll down your windows so the cop can toss a stamp-sized bag of crystal meth in the back seat before he even speaks to you." Happens all the time, Alexaultra. I just have to find that stamp-sized bag of crystal meth, and I definitely want to toss it in your back window so I can make myself extra paperwork. Makes a lot of sense. Michigan boy writes in, "Officer Gregg, if y'all got to have a plane to shoot everyone in the car when you walk up, you obviously picked the wrong profession as a career. As long as you're okay, fuck everyone else, who the fuck made you God?" Thanks, Michigan boy. Waterchild Terra says, "I avoid any and all contact with scared cowards that are armed like military." All right. Casper Inky Magoo, he's a regular. He says, "God, this overweight pork chop is self-righteous. Anyone who needs to put their job title before their name has no identity. Exactly the sort who'd want the power to abuse people, ruin their lives, and murder as they see fit. This guy's gross." I agree with you, sir. I haven't even taken a shower today. And Jeff gave me the name Officer Gregg. Brad Olsen, a fan of the show, writes, "How about if you get together with all of your officer comrades and start a dance routine? What do you think?" Brad, I take that as a mean comment because I think you're clowning on my dancing abilities. KNP decided to write in, "You a-holes are more worried about your life, yet you want everyone to treat you nicely. You reap what you sow. This BS, you are in control. Whatever, again, you reap what you sow. Those in LE wonder why many are starting to hate LE." All right, I'm not seeing it, KNP, but you know better. Petter Blomquist says, I just subscribed, not because a pig cop told me to. I did it because I do whatever I want. Hashtag outlaw. Thanks, Petter. On the Keltec RDBC video, C. Fascisti writes in, sloppy bacon body boy buys badass itty bitty rifle. Well, C. Fascisti, you get style points there. You should be writing headlines for the Washington Post. That was pretty funny in kind of a Dr. Seuss sort of way. Hank Hankenhunter. I featured Hank in one of my Pin the Hate comments at the top of the riots video. Hank Hankenhunter says, are you enjoying all the beatdowns you're handing out? Love to hurt people for no reason? Your local police precinct has a job for you. Benefits include worry-free killing for profit, unlimited beatdowns without repercussions, and best of all, a union that will personally see that you don't do any time for breaking those pesky rules that citizens have to follow. Apply today. Hank, why do you think I'm in this job for over 20 years, bro? Pub X Stompa. Kind of a fan, kind of not a fan. He writes in, on a side note, I watch all Jeff's videos and I think you are actually pretty cool in those videos. I enjoy the hard work you all put into making those for us to watch. But cops just are not cool, man. I hope you realize that you guys are just thugs with a gun and a badge. You're not above us or the laws you're supposed to be enforcing. Speaking of which, most of you guys don't even know the laws. So how the hell do you all get a job in law enforcement when you have no requirements to know the laws? You should have to have a law degree to be a cop. That would stop trigger-happy f***tards from getting that job in the first place, and then we wouldn't have civil unrest in this country. Oh, God. I guess all police officers need to go to 4 years of law school now, huh? If they did that, why would they go into police work and not just be a lawyer? Thanks, Pub X Stompa. Harry Selden says, thanks for confirming why I think cops are pricks. If you aren't born that way, you are trained to be one, and unapologetic about it. When the revolution comes, you guys are going to get your comeuppance. Finally, some comeuppance. Thanks, Harry. When I put out the video about the dissipator rifle, boy, Jeff Kesmerick found me over there too. Jeff says, I've never needed a pig and I never will. I didn't want, need, or ask for the so-called services these blue costume-wearing welfare queens claim to provide in the first place. Yet I am still extorted to fund every single socialist swine's paycheck, patrol cars, lawsuit payouts, pension, and overly pompous pig funeral parade. Who do I call about stopping that shakedown? Oh my God. Jeff, dude, you need to get a girlfriend. Here's one you're going to love. Troy 5007 writes in, cops equal corporate hired domestic terrorists. Paranoid assholes. Cops equal danger to society. DMV contract is for commercial use only. You uneducated idiots. What do you do when corporate policy enforcement stops you? Equals 1. You don't answer questions. You rebut their presumption. Taking for granted you're in a commercial capacity? Question mark. 2. You do not consent to contract and you waive the benefits of being terrorized by an uneducated corporate policy enforcer. You shut the f*** up. Number 4, you shut the f*** up. If corporate hired domestic terrorists escalate the situation as they always do, you hold them accountable in their private and unlimited capacity. Troy, I'm not even sure what that means, bro, but you are passionate about it. Love it, love it. You're cuckoo, but I love it. Here's my boy Jeff again. Jeff writes in, why on earth would anyone take firearms advice from a gun-grabbing pig? Without these blue costume-wearing parasites to enforce politicians' edicts upon citizens, every single gun control law ever written would be nothing more than a mere suggestion that could be ignored without consequence. Oh, if only. If only there were no police, Jeff, there would be no rules. Wouldn't that be great for y'all? It'd be just like the Purge, but funnier. All right, folks, there it is, a short little video. I just thought it was kind of funny. I wanted to share those with you. It doesn't mean go out there and start writing other ones. I can tell when you're fake. Unfortunately, I don't get many of those mean comments. I get overwhelmingly great support from all of you out there, and I very much appreciate it. You guys stay safe out there. If you have not already done so, subscribe. Tap the notification bell over here so that you get notified whenever I have a new video out. Coming out with a new one here on a rifle in just a couple of days. So, you guys be safe out there. I will see you on the next video. OG out.